The Creative Tech Substack Pro Studio is a Chrome extension where you can schedule your notes in specific time slots, which are optimized based on the analysis of your entire notes portfolio. So no matter how much notes you posted, like for example, I have posted more than 2,000 already, this Chrome extension is analyzing my already posted notes and creates the best times to post my future notes. Then it uses those time slots, and you can schedule your future notes in those very specific time slots. It also analyzes your entire notes portfolio and groups them in 4 different groups based on performance, based on how many likes you've got, how many clicks, and also how many subscribers each note got you. It gives you a very easy way to replicate the best performing notes, and it also has a link to my one and only piece of gold, bringing you free viral notes, tons of free subscribers, and also in my case also paid subscribers from notes. This is the custom GPT code, the viral notes writer custom GPT. I created this GPT based on with tons of the analysis that I have performed already, data driven analysis that I have done so far on Substack, and I have collected a lot of hundreds of viral notes from smaller creators filtered from certain topics. So I have removed the false positive notes that are going viral, which are on topics, on topics like news, elections, Donald Trump, and so on, like US politics and so on. And I have used this data to train this custom GPT, and it has helped me. I implemented a system posting notes based on that, and it has helped me to basically triple my subscribers growth back in March this year, and this effect has stayed with me for months to come right now. So I am now gaining from 300 to 900 subscribers, and I can actually show you. So currently right now I have about, I think, 500 subscribers so far. Let me show you. So yes, so this is I have more than 500 new subscribers right now for the last 30 days, simply because I am using this strategy that I have implemented. I have described it in the viral notes writer system course I have on my Substack. You can find it in my Substack. As you can see, it's really working, and I can actually also show you my subscriber growth ever since I started implementing this new scheduling tool that Finn created based on the optimized time slots. My subscriber growth just simply, I wouldn't say exploded, but it improved. So now I am getting more than 15 per day on average, and most of the days I'm getting more than 20 new subscribers per day. And let me show you. So this is my free this is my free subscriber growth chart, and as you can see right here, I have, so it's stable up basically almost every day. I am growing really well. So 500, more than 500 new subscribers in the last 30 days, because I'm using my notes writer and because I'm using the scheduling tool from Finn that I'm gonna talk about right now. So this is a Chrome extension which you can download from the link that I'm gonna give you right below in the description of this video, in this post. It's free for my paid subscribers of my Substack, and it's free up to the end of September. So if you haven't downloaded it already, now would be the best time to download it. Really, we have just 10 days left, and once you download it, you will see this screen right here, where Finn created a very detailed description about how to install it. So you download and unzip the file, and I'm going to show you the file exactly where it is. Make sure that you save this file somewhere that you can actually, you don't move it, because if you move it, it's gonna stop working. Then follow the steps here that Finn described to you. So basically you download, unzip the file, then you go to Chrome extensions page and click manage extensions. If you don't know how to do it, just click here and then here, manage extensions. Then you see a page something like this. Then you enable this developer mode like here, and then you click on load unpack, and then select the actual folder you don't click and go inside the folder, but you select the actual folder where this Chrome extension lives. And in my case, this is the Chrome extension. So you just click here, then select, and then it will load basically. And it will give you the onboarding screen. So once you load the extension, you will have a onboarding screen. So right now I'm going to show you actually how I'm doing this, because right now I am using the previous version, and Finn just released a brand new version. So I'm going to walk through these steps with you so that you can see. I am using Mac, so it's working on a Mac, but it's working on the very same way on a Windows PC as well. So you download this thing here, then it's saved on my downloads folder, so I'm gonna just load it from there for now, just for the demo purposes. So then I go to my Chrome extensions, manage my Chrome extensions, and then I click a load unpacked. I go to downloads because that's where it downloaded. Okay, so I have to first unzip it as per the instructions on the box. So you have to make sure that you follow the instructions Finn gave you. So just one sec for me to unzip it. Okay, so I have unzipped it now. So I select this folder and click here, select, and it loads this onboarding screen right here. And now you write the domain of your publication on Substack. In my case, I have a custom domain, so this is my domain, but you could also write your Substack original domain. Both of those domains will work. I select this one, I click continue. Then you also have to give your Substack username. In my case is this one without the @ before it, as Finn described here. You click test and save, and it wait a little bit, and then you confirm. So that's me, you confirm, and that's it. That's the installation guide. And now I'm going to walk you through the most essential ways how to use it, at least how I am using it in order to achieve this result. It's very, very easy. You don't have to go through the entire, because it has a lot of functions, so you don't have to go through the entire extension, just because you also can export your notes, you can analyze them with ChatGPT and so on and so on. So after installation, the first thing that you need to know is that you have two versions here. So one is the original version from Philanthropy, which has all of the functionalities, and then the other is with my custom GPT implemented inside. The difference is only in this AI assistant tab, and I'm gonna go through it just a bit. So first, after installation, regardless of which of those two you select, they will both work. The first thing that you have to do is go to analytics, then click sync, so that your notes are synced and your data is analyzed. And now it's gonna take some time, because in my case I have more than 2000 notes. So I'm gonna load now. I'm gonna skip this waiting for you, and I'm gonna show you the screen, how it looks like after it's loaded. Okay, so now it's loaded on the analytics tab, and as you can see, I have now more than 2300 notes already. And the first thing that you're going to see on this tab here is the analysis of your entire notes portfolio, grouped in 4 different groups. One is the burner, then the dynamo, then the wonder, and the rocket. And when you click here on the segment actions, you will see also all of the notes that are grouped in the exact same 4 groups. Those 4 groups are described based, like Finn gave them here description. They are described based on the number of conversions that you have, that would be free and paid subscribers that you have, and also clicks, meaning that Finn analyzed how many conversions, so how efficient your notes are in terms of converting clicks into subscribers. And the first 2 are the ones that you would definitely want to take a look and replicate. The last one, the wonder one, is definitely something that you don't want to replicate, and you have to definitely stop doing. So if you want to replicate, also there is a very, very easy way to find out which are the best performing notes based on the timing. So you can play with the start and end date here, and if you really want to replicate, then you just simply click on some of the notes that you want to replicate, and then also continue playing with the settings, and then you can add to the clicked as well. It remembers, and then you can copy them all to clipboard or copy all of them and send them to drafts. You can also click on the note and it will open it will open you the exact note where you can actually see it, and you can also see the stats, and you will see this is one of my viral notes. It brought me 2 paid subscribers, 181 free subscribers. It's really one of my top performers. This one actually I wrote entirely with my custom GPT. So this is how much money just one note generated from this GPT gave me. All right, so back to the extension. So once you have done the analysis, this is what you can do with this data, and here is what you can do with the segment actions data. What more important is, at least for me, is that here you have actually the best times to post, and don't worry, you don't have to remember those times. Those are the times that your audience is engaging most with them. So, and you don't have to look at them or analyze or optimize or remember or start posting like a robot, tune yourself to post in the very same time slots. Everything, all that you need to do is to go to schedule and then click on manage slots and then click on optimize with analytics data. And as you can see, I have already optimized my slots based on the analytics. They are not defaults. You can go to defaults, but I would highly, highly recommend to optimize your slots like this. You just simply click OK, and they are optimized. Then you can schedule notes using 2 ways. One is the drip mode, and then in the Kanban. And I usually you don't have to go with the drip mode. It's also very, very easy, but I'm going to show you mostly the Kanban because this is what I'm using basically, and it's really, really, really easy. So once you write a note, let's say you write a manual note, you can just come here, add the note, write something here, and save it into drafts. From this here also, you could also schedule this directly by choosing manually a time, but this is just a waste of time because you already have optimized all of the time slots. So I wouldn't do this. I would just save it into drafts and then drag and drop it, and it will automatically schedule it based on the optimized time. As you can see, I have already a lot of scheduled notes up until like 3 days ahead based on the time slots. There is one thing that you have to also make sure that you fix or take a look and make sure that the settings are correct before you go to schedule, and that's also in the schedule, and that's the themes. So always the scheduling is adapted based on the themes. And usually, so what are themes? The themes are the topics of the notes. And Finn created, I think there's 7 different themes with different settings. Let's say, and you can edit each one of them. And let's say you want to edit the tips theme. So I selected one and the same scheduling because the scheduling is always tuned to the themes. So in my case, I want to have 1 note each and every day. Actually, I want to have from 3 to 10 notes. Right now I'm posting more than 10 maybe. So I try to post in each and every optimized time slot, which Finn gave me. So in order to be able to do that, those are 8 slots that I have. And so I copied those 8 slots and put them here and added a maximum of 20 notes per day from this specific theme. And I also make sure that it's daily, it's not every other day or weekly. And I also make sure that I remove any specific days here because Finn made it possible for you to spread the scheduling of your notes based on the themes. Let's say you want to have tips every Monday and every Tuesday and every Wednesday, and you want to have inspiration every Friday, and you want to have a story every Sunday or something like that. You can do that. And when you create a note, you can also choose the theme of your note, and then it will be scheduled and posted based on the theme and based on the settings of this theme here. In my case, I don't really mind what type of note am I posting. For me, it's important to have at least 10 notes or 8 notes per day posted. So I make sure that all of the themes here have one and the same setting, and that would be frequency daily, all of the time slots, maximum posts per day 20. I make sure that the maximum posts per day are, the number is above the number of my time slots, and I have nothing filled in here in the specific dates. So you want to have, you have to manually update this here, so to make sure that you have, if you want to post like me, like for example 10 notes every day, then you want to make sure that you have 10 slots here. So on top of your standard slots, you can also add two, like for example, if I want to have 10 notes per day, right now I have 8 slots. If I want to have 10 notes per day, so I can add 2 more slots here. And then all of these slots, I will have to make sure that I have them in each and every theme here, right here, just simply because it doesn't spread different notes through the entire week because of the themes. So once you have done this, you go to Kanban, you post your draft here, and then you simply just drag and drop it like this. So okay, so I'm gonna delete this one right now because I don't really need it. The $1 million question: how to write more notes. You go to the AI assistant, and here you have my custom GPT link. When you click it, you will see my custom GPT loading in the ChatGPT environment. And this is my free account, my demo account. It's not the account that I'm mostly using. I just use it for the demo purposes, to record videos for you, so that you can see that it's actually working in the free version of ChatGPT, and you don't have to actually pay for ChatGPT, although I highly recommend it, because this way you will have unlocked all of the features from ChatGPT, and also you have a more premium experience, and you also be able to use a more high quality type of models from ChatGPT. But yeah, that's why you see here this that's why you see here this message. All right, when you go to the scheduling, actually to the AI assistant, once you have opened the custom GPT, then you go to the inputs. Therefore, very simple steps. That's why we named it like this with Finn. So first step is open the GPT. Then the second step is to create inputs for this GPT. And so right in the beginning, you won't see anything here like saved inputs. But once you write something here, you can then click save preset, and then after that you're gonna see it like this here in the drop down menu. This is basically the topic, and then I can, for example, so I have 2 topics because I know that my audience is struggling with growing free subscribers and also growing paid subscribers. So I want my notes to talk about this, so that I make sure that I'm attracting the right subscribers to my newsletter on Substack, because those are the people who are also people who might be interested in my Substacks. And this is how I make sure that my notes are getting subscribers actually. So when you load this free preset here, this preset here, like after you save it, it's basically you are loading a prompt for my GPT, but it's not the entire prompt, because I have already trained this GPT about how to write, about what's going viral on Substack, about how to format notes, and so on and so on and so on. You only have to add the part where you say what is the topic. You give it context where you say basically what are you doing on Substack, what are your achievements, what is your uniqueness, how are you different to your subscribers? Basically, all of the things that you need to use in order to gain more trust. And those are the things that I have listed here. And then also you want to say something about your target audience. And that would be, in my case, writer on Substack, struggling to grow their free subscribers, feeling maybe invisible, maybe they're just starting, they see no progress, little engagement, and think of quitting. Up until here, this is my audience. So this thing and these things are not changing. And also you only change the topic. Those things here you don't change. I also added some formats because on a Mac as you can see, I can demonstrate to you. You need to have a certain formatting from the GPT so that you can then basically copy all of the notes that the GPT gave you, paste them here, and automatically save them to draft so that you can very easily schedule them, so that it takes you basically a few minutes per day to schedule more than 10 notes. And in order to do that, you can use this part of the prompt, which is really, really, really important. So if I don't have this, it will not work on a Mac. From what I heard as feedback from the community, also it does sometimes add some additional elements, so the function is not working very well. So I added this to make sure that the formats are exactly as they need to be, so that you can move to the paste draft step here, preview and save to drafts, and then go and schedule. One more thing I need to share with you here is that you can also say like you can also change the number of the notes, or change also the types of the notes, because if you have used my custom GPT, you will know that it creates 4 different types: growth, educational, inspirational, and entertaining notes. Because from the analysis, me and ChatGPT, we have figured that those are the most engaging notes, and it works really, really well for me and also for the community. So a lot of people are also gaining a lot of subscribers, going viral, and so on. But if you like to, you can change this here, and you can say write 12 notes, for example. And then I can copy the input, go to the custom GPT, give it like this here, and then you see that it usually writes 4 notes, and now it should write 12 notes actually. As you can see, 4 in educational, 4 in growth, 4 in entertaining, and 4 in inspiration. And all you have to do is just copy this thing, go to the extension in the AI Analytics tab, go to the 3rd step, paste it all here, and so the format here has to have this double asterisk for the theme of the note, and then the actual note, and then click preview. And then as you can see, it split all of the notes into 12 different notes, which I can now easily add them to the drafts queue. And it's confirming. And now I'm going to the Kanban, and you will see I will have all of them here already. So for inspiration, it tagged it as story, then tips, and so on and so on. And for here, I can just simply edit format like now, and make sure that it's saying something, it's not saying something untrue, and then simply drag and drop and schedule it. And that's how I'm using this Chrome extension with my custom GPT. It's really, really simple, and I highly recommend to start using it so that you can really start growing. One thing I wanted to show you here about those inputs. So when you, let's say for example, okay, so let me show it to you on the ChatGPT environment. So let's say if you skip that, let's open a new chat, for example, with this, and let's remove this part, write 4 notes in each group, and also let's remove the formats to follow. So you only have the topic, the context, and the target audience. And now as you can see, it's not always naming the type of the note, and although it's basically giving 4 notes, 1 in each and every group that I have instructed it to give you. But if you copy those notes like this and go to the extension and paste it in the step 3, you will see that it will not be able, unfortunately, to split them in 4 different notes. So that's why having this formatting here is really, really important. And you can add anything you want here in order to change also the inputs. I'm gonna give you this prompt as well in the description of this post. And yeah, that's pretty much it.